Our new recipes and switching to locally grown produce. These are what some restaurants are resorting to as shortages and rising costs continue to hit fruit and vegetable suppliers. In fact, some distributors are seeing their stocks drop by 30%, even as prices triple. Clara Lee, once again.
From coriander to papayas, it's become harder for suppliers like this one to fill their stock orders from exporting countries.
There are still a number of countries that have not fully opened up, and they are still having a lot of intermittent lockdowns and workers not going to work, not being able to work, entire companies being temporarily suspended. So that has resulted in a lot of shortage of manpower in the exporting countries.
This has been one of the hardest hit items. This supplier has only been able to get their hands on half the supply of chili padi they usually do. And that's at triple the cost. And that's because its main exporting country, Thailand, has been hit with a manpower crunch as well as rising prices of fertilizer. This supplier foresees that these problems will be here to stay until year end. And it has had no choice but to trickle down the cost to the restaurants that it supplies. This Thai cafe has had to rethink its menu after it reduced its order of papayas by 20% to keep costs down.
Our Thailand supplier, they have limited trips to Singapore, so we could only order this much per week, because if we order too much, vegetables will turn bad.
This steakhouse is also facing similar problems. For some weeks now, they've only been able to get half their orders of tomatoes and herbs, sometimes none at all. But their chef remains unfazed.
Let's say asparagus that we don't have really out of stock, or maybe the quality issue is really bad. So we will have changes in the vegetables, like maybe we give something better, which is let's say a broccolini or something.
Instead of adjusting menus or ingredients, this Mexican franchise is looking for a solution closer to home. It's turning to vegetable farmers right here in Singapore.
We've tried and put a little more emphasis on some using menu items that have locally sourced products. So we put together like a cauliflower roasted tahine cauliflower dish. It's something that's really popular.
The dish has now become one of the most popular additions to its menu. Its chef is also thinking of more ways to work with local growers to ensure that the restaurant's fruit and vegetable supply remains unbroken and secure.